Well, we've been asked about taking care of our church. And one of the things that comes into my mind immediately is that whenever you see anything, if you can help, do it. And that is as simple as if the carpet's upturned, just laying it flat, um, holding the door for someone.
If the toilet paper is empty in the bathrooms, put a new roll in.
And then my mind goes to the larger question of how do we take care of our church? And one of the things that I know we do is we plan accordingly in our family budget, our pledge. And we try to make it a very healthy pledge so that we feel that we are meeting our portion of responsibility for our church. And also, the other thing that we do is we both find a way to get involved. I'm a one-time project person. I like things that have do it and it's done kind of thing. And sometimes if it's really important to me, like marriage equality is, I spend my entire life working on it. But you know, when you're doing something like that and you're only a layperson, sometimes you need a little break. So taking care of our church is like looking out for other people too who may need a little support while they're doing things to help our church. So for me, that's how I see it.
Well, I think it's really important to remember that taking care of the church is more than pledging money. Yes, that's a big component of the responsibility of belonging to this church, because without money, unfortunately, the church cannot function. Sure, we could hold our own worship services. We wouldn't have to have a minister. We could do that, but we would still need a place to do that in. So I think we need to focus on how we hold the church up. Besides the paid staff, we hold the church up. The paid staff is there for us to help us through everything and support us. But we, the members of the church, hold this church together. Some of us have experienced having this church without a minister, and so we know what it's like to support each other during a time like that. And we know we can do that, but geez, isn't it so much better to have someone who can lead us in our faith and share their wealth of knowledge and direct us and guide us. But like Nina said, the church is all of us, and the church is us taking on responsibilities. And sometimes I understand that there are times when we cannot do that financially. So that's when we roll up our sleeves and we dig in and we do things that we know we can do other than giving financially. Just as Manish said today, I mean, it takes all of us. It takes somebody who just wants to bake a cake for an occasion just one time that year. It takes people to help teach an RE. So it takes a village, as they say.
And sometimes when we can't do something, it's all right to say no. However, I suggest we stretch ourselves and say, let me think of somebody who might be able to help us. Because sometimes we see our gifts that others have. We see the gifts that others have, and they may not realize how blessed they've been to be able to do certain things. So sometimes I think we should reach out to others and say, you know, I really think you'd be good at this. And see if you can help them get closer to understanding what that is and how it could be good for them and for our church.